Hi guys, it's MXDAO and this is how it's about to go down. In this episode or video we'll be talking about cryptocurrency and why it's the best investment opportunity in this day and age, in this current economy. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
The Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, so it's separated from any other currency or asset in the system. So when I say other asset, I mean gold, any other monetary currency, any other stock. It's on its own platform. It uses blockchain to make transactions. Essentially what that means is that it's not affected by the economy, so it runs on its own platform. So whenever there's like a economic crash in our society, in the world, the government tends to inject cash and that reduces your value of your money. So with Bitcoin that doesn't happen. In fact, the opposite happens. So we'll get into that in a different part of the video, probably later on. I'm sure a lot of you heard of the the massive rise of Bitcoin in around 2017. There's been two rises because basically what happens is called a Bitcoin halving, which happens every 4 years. If you're not sure of what a Bitcoin halving is, in the most simple way of explaining it, every 4 years the miners' rewards for Bitcoins are halved. So on the 12th of May there's going to be the third Bitcoin halving. So it's going to go from 12.5 Bitcoins per block to 6.25 Bitcoins per block. So what does that mean exactly? It's basic economics. So when there's demand, there has to be a supply. If there's a high demand, then there is a supply, then the price will go up. If there's a high supply, then there is a demand, then the price will go down. With Bitcoin, it's designed so that the demand is always there, but the supply goes down every 4 years, which is the halving basically. So the halving will happen on the 12th of May, as I said, and the price won't increase straight away. What happens with the halving is that anywhere from 30 days to 18 months, that's when the price shoots up for Bitcoin. So in 2012, the price went from around $200 or $600 to, I think, 17,000 over like 18 months after the period of the halving. So that's, I don't even know what the calculation is of how many times the money's multiplied, but basically all these investment banks, people that have heard of it, of Bitcoin, they've put their money in and their money's been just multiplied, just printed just like that. Experts have predicted that Bitcoin price will go up from anywhere from 10x to 100x in the next 18 months. So you might be wondering or asking yourself, how can I invest in Bitcoin? Several different platforms that you can use. I've used a couple in the past. I've used Virwox, that's Virwox, and then there's also Coinbase, which I'm currently with now. They're so much easier. You can put money in on your phone and you can monitor it that way. It's so much easier. Basically, I'll put links in the description for the different suppliers of cryptocurrency. But if you do want to support the channel, then you can sign up through Coinbase and use my affiliate link. We both get $10, which is around £8. So if you want to support the channel, then yeah, check the link below. Why have I made a video about Bitcoin? Because essentially, everyone's trapped in the daily rat race of going to work, doing whatever. And I don't really want to be caught up in the daily rat race. So essentially, the more you can invest in Bitcoin, the more money you will make over the next 2 years. And yeah, you could actually quit your job from investing in Bitcoin. It's happened before. There's been overnight millionaires. This opportunity will come up around every 4 years, but you don't want to have to wait 4 years, so you might as well invest now. There are around 17,000 millionaires just from Bitcoin alone. 17,000 millionaires. That's life-changing in my opinion. And I just think that even if it's just like £500 that you can put into a Bitcoin wallet before the end of next year, you'd be so appreciative for just putting anything aside that you can, because honestly, it's the amount of people that you're going to hear have made money overnight is ridiculous. The most popular person that I know who got rich off of Bitcoin was Mr. Beast. He's a famous YouTuber. He's got like 30 million subscribers. You might be wondering, how much should I invest in Bitcoin? Honestly, if you want to see noticeable gains, a couple thousand, anywhere from 1,000 to to 3,000, but not more than what you can afford to lose, because the price will fluctuate. It may even go down 50% before it decides to go up by 10x, 100x, whatever it is, but guaranteed the price is going up. So what you need to remember is that you shouldn't blow out your money, basically. You shouldn't blow out your money. Don't be panicked if the market is fluctuating. Naturally, you know, cryptocurrencies are quite volatile, so you should already know that and bear that in mind. You need to have that long-term goal ahead of you. You know, end of next year, that's when I'm going to withdraw it. When people start talking about it, when it's in the media, when everyone's buying Bitcoin, that's when you want to be selling. Not when the price goes down. That's when you want to be buying Bitcoin. All right. There's a couple of methods that you can cover. There's dollar cost averaging, which is basically investing over a period of time or periodically. So this could be on a weekly, monthly basis, or even an ad hoc basis, so every now and then. And then there's also like a knife drop method. So basically, when there's, you know, an ultimate low of Bitcoin, that's when you want to put your money in. Although those sort of events in the market are really difficult to time, so I wouldn't really prioritize that method. And then the next method, this is what I'm going to do. What most people do is just buying and holding Bitcoin. Alongside dollar cost averaging, it can help, but buying and holding, just waiting and wait for that price to go up, and then as soon as it goes up, just sell. But I hope you found value in this video. I hope I've managed to properly explain what Bitcoin is, what cryptocurrency is, and this current opportunity that we all have ahead of us. If you found any value in this video, then please like and subscribe. All support is appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. All right, bye.